Rhamondre Stevenson is a guy to definitely consider. Can I give another one that's disgusting?
Go ahead. Absolutely.
Devonta Freeman. It's tough out there, James. It's tough out there in terms of sleeper running backs.
Look at the release.
There's your separation.
Great route.
Stutter and go. Gets by clean.
That is unbelievable.
Maybe the greatest catch I've ever seen.
Let's talk about some of these questions that we got in the Discord here. And we'll start with Aiden. Who are some sleeper running back plays for week 7? Hey, listen, we cover wide receivers pretty good on this damn show. Yeah. But fantasy football does use other positions as well. And of course, in week 7, it is the bye week apocalypse. Oh my gosh. There are so many good teams with good offenses on a bye.
Good running backs.
Week number 7. And running backs, I mean, the injuries are one thing, but the bye weeks are another thing. Like, no production. It's like, golly, running back looks crazy right now.
Rhamondre Stevenson is a guy to definitely consider, because the key thing for him.
Yeah, that usage was interesting, wasn't it? Like, it's like he resurrected himself all of a sudden. Like, I don't know. What did he grab hold of this pass catching role from? I mean, and again, I know we've gone through this a million times with Bill Belichick, but Rhamondre Stevenson looked awesome in the preseason. Was an afterthought up until week number 6. And again, Damian Harris is a kind of player that is just always banged up. He's always banged up. And New England's got an awesome set of games here coming up here in week 7 and 8. I kind of think Rhamondre Stevenson is worth a pickup for sure, 100%.
Stevenson had 3 targets, so that's great that he got into that passing game role. And but more importantly, he also saw some carries, looked good on the carries. And most importantly too, they play the freaking Jets this week. So like we can expect the Patriots to be in positive game script. They should be running the ball a lot. Like I think Harris and Stevenson will both kind of be in that range where you're wanting to play them.
After the Jets, they got the Chargers coming up, and the Chargers, they
bad run defense.
Stink against the run, especially after they lost their linebacker. Oh my gosh, what's his name? Kenneth Murray. Once Kenneth Murray went down, it is all over for that run defense. They're awful. But yeah, they've got the Jets and Chargers coming up. And for those reasons, I think, oh man, Rhamondre Stevenson is interesting. I'll give a snap share update against the Cowboys. It was a 50% snap share for Damian Harris, 32% for Rhamondre Stevenson. Brandon Bolden did get on the field 9 times versus Rhamondre's 16 times. So not heavy usage, but golly, when he was out there,
Stevenson.
I was just going to say.
Most running backs,
Yeah, when he was out there, they utilized him, though. So they really fully, when he's out there, it's not like he's just in there to block or do whatever. It's they're going to try to, put the ball in his hands.
Can I give another one that's disgusting?
Go ahead. Absolutely.
Devonta Freeman. I think Devonta Freeman is in contention. I know. No, I know. But I'm assuming Latavius Murray is rostered in all leagues. I'm assuming he's not available.
Yeah.
Freeman at least looks like clearly the number 2 guy. Tyson Williams, like that shit's over.
What happened there? Golly.
I don't know. I guess they don't trust him, whatever. Lev Bell got a touchdown last week. I don't really care. It's amazing that like Le'Veon Bell is on the Ravens roster. Ravens are one of the best teams in the NFL. Like, and no one cares. Like nobody cares that Le'Veon Bell is there at all. Like, but Devonta Freeman, 37 routes on the year. That's number 2 on the team and among running backs. Like he could be available in the passing game work. And like, I think it's going to be a high-scoring game between them and the Bengals. So, yeah, I think Devonta Freeman is a sleeper running back. I would prefer him over Le'Veon Bell for sure. He's just been the number 2 guy for this team all the way through. Who else? Who else can we consider?
I'll give you one more, and it's Jarrett Patterson there for Washington. Antonio Gibson continues to deal with these injuries. They're all piling up on him. And again, we have a doctor, literally the only Super Bowl winning orthopedic surgeon in the world, works on our show on DirecTV, and he kind of rolls his eyes when these players give themselves like self-diagnosis, and it's like he's like, listen, Antonio Gibson does not have a stress fracture. Like, no doctor in the world would say he has a stress fracture, because if he did, there's no way he would be playing. But clearly the shin is bothering him.
A problem.
And it's a huge problem for Antonio Gibson. I got Antonio Gibson in a lot of spots, boy. I don't know what the hell to do with Antonio. Like, do I just continue to roll him out there? I mean, this was a prime spot for him against the Chiefs, and I don't know what the hell to do.
I wish they'd just like sit him down for a few weeks, but it doesn't seem like they're going to. But yeah, Jarrett Patterson is a guy that should be rostered. I would roster him almost everywhere. Maybe even is in playing contention this week. I don't know depending on the Antonio Gibson thing, but just a few other.
It's definitely a JD McKissic week this week. Washington takes on Green Bay in Green Bay, and anytime Washington is like in a negative game script type situation, that's when you want to fire up JD McKissic. And the numbers tell you, man, like JD McKissic, when they're trailing, like he's going to get the ball. And you know what? To be 100% fair, out of the backfield, he does have a little bit of juice too. Like when he catches the ball out of the backfield, like he's not bad. So if he's on your bench and you're looking for some kind of flex play there, I think it's definitely a JD McKissic week for sure.
Yeah, a couple other bench guys that are not available, but yeah, like I mentioned, Latavius Murray is definitely going to be a pretty decent sleeper in this game, high scoring, touchdown equity.
Yeah,
that was kind of like everybody kept asking me like this goofball waiver wire running back or Darrell Williams, and I kept saying, look, just Darrell Williams, because the touchdown equity will be good in this game.
Hey, listen, we really appreciate you guys watching this video. We really do. But if I could, I just want to take a little bit of time to talk about our great sponsor, Odds Jam.
OddsJam is the home of real-time sports odds, allowing you to shop and get the best possible odds.
Let's say you love the Packers money line. Well, FanDuel's got them at minus 650, whereas Bet Online and Ballybet has them at minus 550. It's the exact same bet, but significantly better odds at Ballybet and at Bet Online.
OddsJam also has a ton of betting tools like arbitrage, positive expected value bets. In other words, mathematically profitable wagers and a sharp betting community.
If you want to make money sports betting, this right here is the company for you.
They even have line discrepancies where you can make truly risk-free money using something called arbitrage in sports betting.
Learn about it, live it, love it. Check them out right now. Go to the website oddsjam.com.
AJ Dillon, I think, is another one. Same sort of equation. Green Bay could be in positive game script. They're at home against Washington. Washington's defense stinks, like touchdown equity there. He's been involved. I think the Denver backs are both like potentially must starts against Cleveland. Cleveland has so many injury problems right now. They could actually be controlling that game. Could the Denver Broncos, and they haven't really controlled a game in quite some time.
Dearness Johnson there in Cleveland. Is somebody that I'm, not.
Is he the number 2 back? Is it Felton or whatever? I mean,
see, I feel like Demetric Felton is more like their pass catching guy. Like if they want to go,
it could
with
be
like
in
the
a lot
guy
of
who
pass
on the
catching
ground.
situations, though. Like Cleveland is in
That's
trouble.
true.
They're in trouble.
You know what? That's
man.
a good point. You know what? That's a good point. So I felt like, well, hey, either way, one of those two guys is going to get some burn. You know what? You're probably right. Give me Felton over Dearness Johnson.
Just one last sleeper, I think, before we move on.
Yeah.
Oh, go for it.
Go
What's
ahead.
up?
No, because I got one too.
Malcolm Brown.
And I was going to say
Malcolm Brown.
Malcolm Brown.
I think.
Malcolm Brown's good. I didn't think about that one. That's a good one.
Falcons matchup. Like I think the Dolphins could be in a run, like they're a controlled game script where they can run the ball. Like they've kind of given up on running the ball because their offensive line stinks. And I don't blame them for that. So Myles Gaskin, like, by the way, we're talking about all these goofballs. Like Myles Gaskin's gonna be a top 24 ranked running back this week, just because. And like we never want to trust Myles Gaskin, but like good matchup, whatever. But yeah, Malcolm Brown, I don't think is the worst sleeper either.
I was just gonna say, and it's not like you can play him, so this isn't a streamable guy. But just often add and just you can add and drop him all you want. But I just think Marlon Mack is worth an add just in case. The trade deadline's coming up, and I just think, hey, listen, imagine Marlon Mack in this Cleveland offense. Someone pointed out to me like Cleveland's probably not going to make a move. But that being said, they might.